What if this Porter Ranch home tour shows you exactly why so many buyers are moving to Porter Ranch right now? And today I'm taking you through a move-in ready 5-bedroom, 3-bathroom home, 2,437 square feet of living space in Porter Ranch with stunning golf course views. And it's the kind of property buyers are actively searching for when they're buying in Porter Ranch and exploring what living in Porter Ranch is really like. This home checks a lot of boxes that are getting harder to find in Los Angeles. You have space, views, and it's move-in ready, all in one of Porter Ranch's most desirable settings. Stay with me till the end of this Porter Ranch home tour because I'm going to break down who's actually moving to Porter Ranch and who this home actually makes sense for. Oh boy, I'm really excited. So this home behind us, this is our newest listing in Porter Ranch, and we're gonna show you everything this home has to offer. So this home, 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2,437 square feet of living space, situated on over a 12,000 square foot lot. So we're in Porter Ranch, California. Porter Ranch, about 30 miles north of downtown Los Angeles. You're gonna get off at the 118 freeway. Basically, it's located in between Reseda and Tampa Avenue. So in this video, we're gonna show you why so many people are moving here to Porter Ranch. We're gonna talk about the award-winning schools. There's just so many great things going on here in Porter Ranch. So let's get this home tour started. From the exterior, tons of curb appeal and a lot of mixture of different colors. Look at the lush green lawn that it basically invites you to come to the entry of this home. And you can already see the dual pane windows from the front of the house. And so again, 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, almost 2,500 square feet of living space, and this home built in 1966. Now, as we come over to the driveway over here, already you're gonna see the brick inlay, and you're gonna have the brick walkway that's going to take you to your double door entry, and that's how we're gonna make our way into the interior of this home. All right, we're inside this 5-bedroom, 3-bath home. Again, 2,437 square feet of living space. So immediately when you come inside, you have that natural light that comes in through the large window here in your living room. And as we walk up these few stairs, you see the living room right away. On this level, you're going to have your living room, dining room, and kitchen. So let's start with this living room, right? You have canned lighting, and of course you have your gas fireplace. And one thing I do really like is that how they were able to add the built-ins. And the built-ins really add a nice touch to allow you to either store or showcase items that you will want people to see when you're entertaining them in your living room. And again, as we look over to the right, take a look at the size of this window. Now this home has dual pane windows throughout the home, which is really key because sometimes it does get a little breezy up here for sure. So this is your living room. This is the first room that people are going to see when they enter the home. So now let's move over as we're going to walk over to our left into the formal dining space. Now, I know not everybody uses their formal dining area as much anymore, but I do like it that it's separated from the kitchen, and you could easily put a really large table here in this space. That's number one. Number two is that, you know, a lot of times, usually you'll just have a window leading to the backyard, but not here. Here you actually have French doors leading you to your covered patio, and you can already begin to see some of the beautiful golf course views that this home offers. So your formal dining space here, again, is going to be right off the kitchen, and that's where we're going to go to next. So we're going to move over into the kitchen area. You're going to have your granite counters here, and again, you know, all the rooms on this west side of the home are going to be able to showcase the views that this home has to offer. So in this kitchen, right? Again, like we said, you have your granite counters, you have your tile backsplash, you have the bay window right off the kitchen sink, your dual sink basin, you have your canned lighting above, and you have the storage in your cabinetry. Now I like this because you are able to showcase, again, very similar to the living room, you know, the items that you want people to see when you are here in the kitchen. So that's something that to also think about. And then you do have your ambient underlighting right here below the cabinets. You have your stainless steel gas top grill, space for your refrigerator over here. To your left is the pantry, and then over to your right is going to be the double oven. Now, before we already showed you the formal dining space, but you also have an eat-in area over here, right? So this is another space to be able to basically eat. And if you wanted to, you could actually put stools or chairs right here to make this a breakfast counter also. In addition to that, you're also going to have another entrance into the backyard. You're gonna have 3 of them right here from this side of the house. So we showed you from the dining room. This one is from the eat-in area off the kitchen. Now we're gonna go downstairs. This is the very first level. So we were on the second, the middle level before previously, and now we are making our way down to the first level. So this is your family room. You're gonna have another gas fireplace. This is where a majority of the people usually typically put their big screen TV. As we circle back around over to our left, you can see you have the dry bar area over here. And then take a look at this. I want to show you guys this. Something a little unique, right, for storage purposes. So this is great, right, because you have this storage area right here. You can just put something right there. But maybe you don't want to open up the whole door. And then voila, you have storage underneath there as well. So let me know what you guys think of that. Just something a little unique that you don't necessarily see on a daily basis. All right, let's take a look at the first bedroom downstairs. So we're gonna make our way out of the family room. All right, so we're gonna peek in and take a look at the downstairs bedroom. Again, there's a total of 5 bedrooms. So this bedroom does have the mirrored closets, and this is great. You know, we usually typically see people use this as an office, maybe as a home gym, right? A play area, because it's on the downstairs level. Just a few of the ways that you could execute this space. And then exiting that room, you're gonna see over to your right, this is essentially almost like a utility closet. Because this is where you enter the home from the garage, this is why you have this utility closet right here. And then just to the left of that is going to be the first bathroom. So this bathroom services this middle and first layer right here. You're gonna have a shower. You can see that it is remodeled. You have your quartz countertop on your vanity and the upgraded light fixture, as well as the shower enclosure. So these homes were originally built in the 1960s. So I can vouch that a lot of these homes, you know, did not look like this in the 1960s. Scott Himmelstein with the Scott Himmelstein Group, your trusted Los Angeles real estate agent. And I've been doing this now for 21 years. So if you're looking to sell a home here in the San Fernando Valley or the greater Los Angeles area, we'd love to help. And I'd like to kind of give you an idea of what we do to get our homes ready for sale. Because today's market here in 2026, it's really important that you, as the seller, understand completely what it takes to get the home sold. And what I mean by that is the work that you do up front is going to be reflected on what your final sales price is going to be. So here, what we offer for all of our sellers is complimentary staging at no cost to you, and it really makes a massive difference on all of our listings, for number one. Number two, we offer our Concierge Plus program, where you can either remodel or make changes or make repairs to your home before the home hits the market at no cost up front, and whatever you negotiate, not me, whatever you negotiate with the contractor is what will be deducted from the final sales price through escrow. So you don't have to pay a single penny up front. And we've done everything from basically termite repairs, electrical panel, electrical upgrades, HVAC repairs, flooring, paint, kitchen remodels, bathroom remodels, just to name a few. And the best part is you don't have to be going to Home Depot on your weekends trying to figure out what the best backsplash color is. We handle all of that. We oversee it ourselves. And so many of our clients, so many of our sellers have been able to benefit from that. All right, let's get back to the home tour. But before we do that, I want you to see over here. So we showed you this already in the dining room and then the eat-in area in the kitchen. And here in this family room where we're standing right now, this has it also. This has your double French doors into the backyard. So, you know, this home really capitalizes on all of the natural light that can possibly come in to this home. And again, it just adds to that open feel, that open, cozy feel that home buyers are looking for right now. All right, let's make our way to the upstairs level. That'll be the third and top level. And while we do that, let's talk about a few things, because one of the biggest questions I get when people move to Porter Ranch, Scott, what are the schools, right? So that's one of the biggest questions that we do get. So elementary school, this home is assigned to Castle Bay Elementary. You always usually typically rated between 8 and 9 out of 10 on greatschools.org. Your middle school is going to be Robert Frost, currently ranked 10 out of 10. And your high school will be award-winning Granada Hills Charter High School. The first of the 4 bedrooms is on the west side of the house. You're gonna be entering right from the staircase, and this is actually set up as an office. Now you could have it as a bedroom also with your mirrored closets. You have tons of built-ins right here. But again, this is really set up perfectly to use as an office, in my opinion. Now again, you could use that guest bedroom, but if you're looking for multi-generational living, maybe having that bedroom for an in-law or maybe an older teenager, right, might be a better fit for you than actually having your office up here. Let's go over to the second bedroom. So in this second bedroom over here, look at all the built-ins. You have the window letting the abundant natural light come through, and the sitting bench. So not just the sitting bench, right? You have the 2 built-in closets right here that kind of blend right into the wall. The beauty of this little closet, and there are 2 of them, one to the left, one to the right, is that, you know, if it was just an empty space, right, a closet, you'd probably just pile things up, and then when you open up, it would just be an avalanche of things just literally dumping out of this little closet. But when you have the built-ins, right, you can store things, and I thought that's a brilliant idea. A great way to really utilize this space in its entirety. Continuing through the hallway on this top level, let's go into the hallway bathroom. So this bathroom is going to service 3 bedrooms on this top level. You have your dual sink vanity, dual mirrors, and then you're going to have your shower and tub enclosure with your white tile. Now we still have to show you one more bedroom before we showcase to you the primary bedroom and bathroom. So over here, you're going to see the last bedroom upstairs before we go into the primary. This one has mirrored closets. And again, you know, perfect for if you have a child or whatnot, especially if it's a smaller child and maybe you want them closer to you, because this one is right next to the primary bedroom. All right, so speaking of which, now we're going to enter into the primary bedroom and bathroom. So this one you can easily fit a California king, right? There's plenty of space. I would argue that you almost have enough space for a sitting area right here. Several different places where you could hang your big screen TV. And then above, you're gonna have 6 canned lights right there to give you additional lighting in this room. Now, I do want to point one more thing out to you, and especially here because it gets warm in the summer months, and that is that you actually have an attic fan. And a lot of people are not familiar with an attic fan, but this is a great tool, especially to be able to save on your electricity costs, because how much you're using your AC during the summer, but this blows all the hot air out of the attic to really ensure that your home doesn't get too hot during those warm summer months. Okay, let's move forward, continue on, and go into this right here, which is your primary bathroom. Okay, so in this primary bathroom, you're gonna have a separate shower and tub. You have your jetted tub right here over to your right. Perfect way to relax and unwind after a really long day. You're gonna have your vanity with its quartz countertop, and then straight ahead is going to be where you're going to have your shower. So basically in a different room. So you could have one person relaxing, taking a bath, and another taking a shower. You also have a ton of built-ins in that room with the shower. These homes originally did not have walk-in closets like this, especially with built-ins. So it's really a great feature to be able to have the built-ins, the drawers, and to be able to hang. And this one's already customized for you. So let me know what you think of the size of this closet. So we've entered the backyard through the French doors, and you have this wonderful covered patio to protect you from the western facing sun. It's a large space. You have tile flooring on this covered patio. It is raised. And so let's make our way down to the level right below where we actually entered into the backyard from. And there's a few things I really want to show you. Now, first, obviously, this is a very easy backyard to maintain because there is not a lot of vegetation right here. And we're gonna go over to our right. We're gonna go up this stair and walk straight ahead. You can see the fireworks here from the 4th of July, basically the sunset, and look at this. You're basically looking over the golf course. And you got a great view of that 8th hole here at the Porter Valley Country Club. And you got the lake right there and just a beautiful serene view right here in your backyard. And I love how they have this deck right here. It's just a great area to sit down, watch the world go by. You can either have your morning coffee. It's just a wonderful place right here. And this is a great execution of being able to use the deck in this space. And now you can see the house from the exterior looking to the house from the backyard. So what do you think of this space? And then in addition to that, you're actually going to have a side yard also. So let's show you that. So you have this large space here in the side yard that I think is just great for storage, whatever else you want to put over here. Of course, you have your water heater closet as well. Scott Himmelstein with the Scott Himmelstein Group. So at the beginning of the video, I told you, make sure you stay tuned to the end of this video because I was going to tell you why Porter Ranch has become so popular. So Porter Ranch has really grown over the course of the last decade, and even more so over the last 5 years since the pandemic. Now, I grew up here in Porter Ranch, so I can attest to all of the development and all the changes that we've seen here in Porter Ranch. And what I'd say is that one of the biggest reasons that people are moving here are the award-winning schools, the open space, and the parks, just the parks alone. Right? You have E.T. Park, you have Holly Burnson Park, you have the Wilbur Tampa Park, and of course you have the Porter Ranch Community Park, which is a 50-acre park. You have a pavilion / amphitheater, you have basketball courts, pickleball courts, and a playground, just to name a few. And you have so many hiking trails, whether it be the Palisades trails, which basically hugs the bluffs right here in Porter Ranch, or very famous from the movie E.T., right? That's one. You have Aliso Canyon. And so there's just so many different areas that you can go to be able to hike, right? To be outdoors, whether it be biking, hiking, just walking around. So I think that's one of the big pluses here, why you see people move to Porter Ranch. And then you throw in the shopping and dining, the options that you now have over the course of the last few years here in Porter Ranch, whether that be everything that you can find at the Vineyard Shopping Center, right? The Whole Foods Market. There's even a bar, restaurant inside the Whole Foods Market. You have places like La Popular, you have Finney's Craft House, Gus's Barbecue, Paxy's Pizza, Lure Fish House. So there's a lot of options for you. And actually one of my personal favorites is Silver Lake Ramen. My kids could eat that every single day if they had the opportunity for that. And in addition, there's the Porter Ranch Farmers Market every Sunday morning starting at 9 a.m. This is a great place to buy vegetables, your fruit, any type of produce that you may be looking for, and they sell so many other different food items and craft items as well. And finally, what I really think why people are moving to Porter Ranch right now is just the affordability factor compared to so many other areas here in Southern California, and the fact that you have access to the 118 freeway. So it's easy to get to so many different places, and it's more spread out as opposed to the south side of the valley, right? You know, living up in the hills, you can't really park anywhere on the streets, or, you know, it's not really safe to even cross the street maybe in some areas of Glendale just because of how much traffic there is. So you don't really have that problem here in Porter Ranch. That's why I would argue that Porter Ranch has grown exponentially over the years is because of that, is because of what you get for your dollar, your bang for your buck here in Porter Ranch, and compared to some of the other areas here in Southern California. If you want more information about this amazing home or Porter Ranch, definitely reach out to us. Love to be your resource of information, and I look forward to seeing you on the next home tour.